Let's now move on to the next off the top topic, I should say. And it is now 9:06 a.m. And officially at 9 a.m. this morning, one day before the movie opens in theaters, the official review embargo for Hobbs and Shaw is now lifted. Glory, glory, Hobbs and Shaw is now allowed to be talked about. And, you know, Rob, I know you've been very interested in this film. I've been very interested in film. Chris, you and I had a chance to go and watch it last night at a very last minute press screening sort of an idea. And I will tell you what, coming out of that movie, coming out of Hobbs and Shaw, I can totally see why they kept the review embargo in place. That's not to say I hated the movie. Let me explain. This is a dumb movie. I mean, there's no way around it. This is a dumb movie. Now, we expect from these sorts of things dumb fun, but dumb to a degree. This is a dumb movie. Does that mean I disliked it? No. As a matter of fact, I had fun watching this movie. Like, we got David Leitch directing it, who just did Deadpool 2. He did a John Wick film, all that kind of... You expect fun and action, and they do load up to the teeth this movie with action and fun. A lot of very, very cool shots. The Rock giving his one-liners, Jason Statham giving his one-liners. One in particular, but two fantastic cameos. I hesitate to call them cameos because they actually have multiple scenes in the movie, so it's not really a cameo, it's more like a small role. And I'm torn about whether we can even talk about it, because this is going to get out who's in it, but just for the sake of argument here, I won't give it away. But the plot is kind of nonsensical. Travel times from one place in the world to another place in the world were nonsensical. And then the whole setup with the end, they go to Samoa, or as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson calls it, Samoa. It was ludicrous and stupid, but fun. So yeah, I can completely see and understand why Universal held off the review embargo. I think this movie is going to rub a lot of critics the wrong way. I think this movie is going to rub just general in people the wrong way. A lot of people. All I can say is, yep, it's totally dumb, but I had a good time. I did have a good time. Is this the best of the Fast and Furious universe? No, it's not the best of the Fast and Furious universe. Is it the best Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie ever? No, not the best Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie ever. But despite itself, I had a pretty good time watching it. It's got laughs, good excitement, good action. Idris Elba's fantastic, by the way. Idris Elba is incredible, and I really dug him on that level. But anyway, Chris, you went to go see this movie. What did you think about Hobbs and Shaw?
Hobbs and Shaw was unabashedly itself. When we were
That's
leaving
a good way
that
to
theater,
put it.
like, it knew exactly what it was. It knew it was a kind of dumb movie that was going to be a popcorn flick where you're going to see some awesome explosions, you're going to have some banter, and you're going to have a fun time, and you're going to have to suspend your disbelief and just kind of allow the ludicrous things to happen. The things that are really great in the movie are how The Rock and Jason just can spar and their chemistry with each other. Like, there's some sexual tension there, I think. They just need to hug it out. But they were really, really great. Their dialogue was so funny and good. The action sequences were really, really great. I was talking to John last night about how one of my friends makes drinking games to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's movies. And this was one, there's so much slow motion. Please don't play a drinking game if that's your rule. You will die in the third act. Oh my gosh. But it's fun. It's a really cool movie to see. And it's, the phrase I always like to use that my husband coined, tombstone pizza movie. It's, it's kind of slutty and greasy, but man, it's still good.
Rob, here's the thing. Like, look, you can have movies that are stupid, right? And dumb, right? But there are movies that are dumb fun, but still put some stuff into it that fleshes it out other than just the action and explosions, and has a little bit more weight to it than this.
Right.
And I really did find that this movie fell short in that degree, which is why I think you're going to see a number of negative reviews for it, and I understand that. My personal review is positive because it's still fun. But one thing I will say is that people who were thinking they were going to get justice for Han in this particular movie, you're going to walk out very disappointed. Unless all you're looking for is, as we talked about in that story yesterday from the writer, if what you're just looking for is Jason Statham's character to at least just acknowledge, then maybe you'll be happy. but he doesn't mention Han by name. There's just this one scene. Again, we talked about this in the story yesterday, where Jason Statham says to his sister before they're going into battle, there are things I've done in my life that I'm not proud of that I need to atone for. And the writer of the movie says that's a direct reference to the Han character. But if you didn't read that interview with the writer, you would have no idea. So I think there are going to be some people who are in the Justice for Han camp that walk out of that feeling a little bit satisfied.
Well, the very existence of this movie is just an affront to Han's memory. Be very clear about that.
Yeah, and really, Jason Statham is a hero. Deckard Shaw is a hero in the movie. I gotta say this too: the girl, I'm totally unfamiliar with the girl who plays his sister. She's great in the movie. She's really good. I was buying into her. I thought she was able to stand there and deliver lines with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Jason Statham, and that's no easy task to do. And I thought she did a pretty damn good job of that. So overall, I was hoping just a little less dumb, a little bit more sophistication to it to go along with all the other stuff, but it's not there. Question is, guys, I know there have been a lot of advanced fan screenings around the country. Have you had a chance to see Hobbs and Shaw at this point? If so, what did you think? What are you guys hearing? If you haven't seen it, are you excited about it? Are you not excited about it? I wish I could talk about the best thing in this movie, because the best thing in this movie is this small role / cameo that happens in it, but I don't want to talk about it. You're all going to hear about it, but I'm not going to be the one to spoil it for you. And so I can't spoil it, but I wish I could talk about it because it was the best part of the movie, but I can't. Anyway, jump down to the comment section below and leave us your thoughts. All right.